8th grade of 2007, their families and friends. We're so delighted to have you here tonight, and it's an honor for me as superintendent to be able to address the class of 2007. In my role as superintendent, I would like to tell you how proud I am of you and how much everybody here tonight is celebrating all of your accomplishments. I'd like to take the opportunity to thank the people who have helped you so far. Your parents who have raised you to value the education that has been offered here in Allendale, and to the parents who have supported you through middle school grades. And as some of you know, that's an emotional time, not only for you, but also for your parents. And second, I'd like to thank the administrators and the faculty that have dedicated themselves to presenting the best of the best and to inventing the future. This is a time for all of you to rejoice in your accomplishments and to pause for a moment to reminisce the significant events of Brookside years. Certainly they will have a special place in your memories. It's also a time to look ahead. We have great expectations for each and every one of you, and we're looking forward to seeing you at the end of a very successful and fun high school experience. Highlands is a wonderful place for you to continue your learning. But whatever you're doing or you will do will not be enough to assure your success. A lot will depend on what you do. Let me offer a few recommendations. What your high school will be and how it will look will depend a lot on your contribution. Always remember that your high school is your school. Take your responsibility to make it a safe and a wonderful place for learning. Do not follow bad examples, set good examples. You need role models for inspiration, but it's critical that you identify the right role models and that you're inspired by their words, but also by their deeds. And I say this because we know that there are people who certainly have inspirational words that are not matched by their deeds. You are our future leaders. Remember to lead not only with your words, but with your actions. As future leaders, you need to see life as a great adventure. It's journeys among journeys, and all great journeys begin with a dream. Everyone should dream and hope to make those dreams come true. Dreams will guide your priorities in life, and they should be fostered with love and with care. If your dream is a big one, you'll need to be part of a team. So initially, you may be followers, because for every good leader, they have learned to be a follower first. But this is where you're going to need those very wonderful role models. It's critical that you continually assess your life and determine where you want to go and set goals that you wish to achieve. Remember, achieving your goals is not your destination, it's just part of the journey. The journey that you're now going to begin will test you on how well you've prepared your mind and how determined you are to follow those priorities or those dreams. You've worked to fulfill the 8th grade promotion requirements, and now new goals have to be set, and you start working towards achieving those, and the cycle will be repeated again and again in your lives, because the true challenge of life is achieving goals and moving on to new ones. You need to dream your dreams and set your goals. Do not let anyone intimidate you. Never give up. Be ambitious. Do not be afraid to ask for more, but don't be afraid to ask for help. You're often told that you're expected to be lifelong learners, and that lifelong learning begins in school. You're expected to be critical thinkers. That first step in that direction is to acquire the knowledge to base the critical thinking upon. Your high school years are going to be much more fun and satisfying if you apply yourself and you work hard. Get the most out of your high school experience. Achieve at your highest. As you enter 9th grade, you have to take full responsibility for all of your actions. In fact, Everything you do from this point forward will shape your entire lives. By the time you leave high school, it will be the year 2011. You are the generation that's going to make history for this century. My wish for you is that you use your high school years to prepare yourself by acquiring the competencies to be successful and the motivation to seek excellence. Use that great enthusiasm and idealism that you have now to do something that changes the world. Maybe not the whole globe or a global world, but maybe your high school, your community. I hope that you will come to understand the common ground shared by people from diverse backgrounds, and I hope you will promote mutual respect and cooperation by showing responsibility first to yourself, then to your family, and then to your community. Your parents, your teachers, your administrators need you, our 8th graders, to know that our generation is counting on you to make America all she was meant to be. Congratulations and best wishes to the class of 2007.
Good evening, everyone. I get the first privilege of starting to give some of the awards to the students of this class. The first part of this, as you can see in your program, is we're going to recognize people who showed superior achievement in certain areas. The first award I'm going to give is the Citizenship Award. The Citizenship Awards are presented by the American Legion Post 204 to 2 students who have displayed outstanding citizenship traits in all aspects of school life. The recipients of this award were selected by their fellow classmates. This year's awards are given to Adam Milano and Emily Goddard. The Michelle G. Applebaum Award is given by the Brookside School Student Council in memory of a former Brookside student. It is presented to an individual who possesses genuineness, happiness, friendliness, determination, a loving concern for others, and has a positive attitude. The recipient is selected by fellow students and the faculty. This year's award is presented to Ashley Gravina. The Demonstration of Growth Award is given by the Allendale PTO to the students who have shown the most progress and growth of school life during the past year at Brookside School. The recipients of this award have been selected by the faculty. We have 4 award winners this year. They are Sarah Brubaker, Min Young Chun, Mark Wang, and Nathaniel Schutz. The Catherine Limitola Educational Achievement Award, formerly the Allendale Foundation for Educational Excellence Award, is given to students who have enriched and enhanced their own education by demonstrating diligence, academic progress, and a genuine motivation to do excellent work. The recipients of this award are, and again we have 4 of them, Enrique Carrion, Eula Go, Mary Holcomb, and Jimmy Zhang. The Language Arts Award. Marie A. Kraft, who was a former secretary to the superintendent, established this award upon her retirement. It is being given to a student who has exhibited exceptional skills in all areas of language arts. The recipient of this award has been selected by the language arts teacher. This student is Jacqueline Kahn. The Women's Club of Allendale presents the Social Studies Award to a student who has developed a strong conceptual knowledge of history. The recipient has also developed and used higher levels of thinking in the study of history. This year's recipient is Lisa Grover. The PBL Award, or Problem-Based Learning Award, is given by the Allendale Women's Club in recognition of a student who possesses a strong conceptual knowledge of contemporary issues. The recipient has demonstrated the ability to analyze complex problems and to research and enthusiastically defend proposed solutions. The recipient of this year's PBL Award is Amanda Gonzalez. In the area of mathematics, the Mathematics Award goes to the student who has the highest overall average. The award has been given by the Allendale Education Association. The recipient of this year's award is Akane Kambe. The Music Department Awards are given to students who display an above-average level of talent and who share this talent through performance. Students must show dedication, reliability, leadership, and maturity throughout their career in the Brookside Hillside Music and Arts Association. The music teachers jointly decide upon the recipients of these awards based on these criteria. The first two awards I'm going to give are the Director's Awards for Chorus and Band. The winner of the Director's Award for Chorus is Stephanie Lurch, and the winner of the Director's Award for Band, there's two of them, are Jacqueline Kahn and Emile Sue. There are three other awards given by the Music Department: the Woody Herman Jazz Award, the Theater Award, and the Music Department Award. The Woody Herman Jazz Award is going to Matthew Reich. The Theater Awards are given to Cole Marino and Alexander Russell. And the Music Department Awards are being given to Adam Milano and Emily Goddard. The Art Award is presented by the Brookside Hillside Music and Arts Association in recognition of a student who has demonstrated skill, creativity, and execution in the field of art. This year's recipient is Amanda Gonzalez. The Media Award is presented by Lemmel and Wolf Incorporated to a student who has shown exemplary interest, talent, and leadership in the area of multimedia productions and media literacy. The recipient for this year's award is John Murkowski. The John Maiello Award is given by the Allendale Education Association in memory of John Maiello, an outstanding member of the Brookside faculty. The recipient has attained a high academic achievement in the field of science and has exhibited superior work ethic in all areas. This year's John Maiello Award is given to Cherry Park. The World Language Award is given by the Brookside School Student Council in recognition of the student who has exhibited superior achievement in all areas of world language. linguistic ability, cultural understanding, and academic achievement. This year's World Language Award goes to Jacqueline Benoit. The Louis J. Merger Award is presented annually to a graduating boy and girl whose participation in the Brookside School Interscholastic Sports Program exemplifies the highest qualities of sportsmanship. This award has been donated by a former Brookside student, Paul Leodori. The recipients of the Louis J. Merger Award have been selected by their fellow classmates. This year's winners are Samir Ganju and Melissa Fischera. The Scholar Athlete Award is being presented to a graduating boy and girl who have played at least 2 interscholastic sports as an 8th grader. They need to have at least a 3.5 grade point average with no C's as final grades in any subject. This award is presented by the Student Council. The winners of this year's Scholar Athlete Award are Margaret Hylas and Daniel Whittam. The Scholastic Awards are presented by the Saddle River Valley Lions Club, the Allendale Women's Club, and the Allendale Board of Education, and the Brookside School Student Council, and the Allendale Education Association to the students who have achieved the highest scholastic averages during their Brookside Middle School career. Students need to have attended both all of 6th, 7th, and 8th grade to be eligible for this award. The following students are the winners, and there's 10 of them, so please hold your applause. Jacqueline Benoit, Go Eun Chung, Emily Goddard, Jacqueline Kahn, Lauren Kahn, Michelle Lee, Stephanie Lurch, Thomas Maloro, Daniel Whittam, and Jimmy Zhang. Dan? Lauren? Nope. The last award of the evening is the Presidential Academic Fitness Award. We have quite a few winners of this award, so I've asked the students to stand up at their seats when their names are called. The Presidential Academic Fitness Awards are presented by the White House for academic excellence. The standards for these awards are 3.5 or above grade point average for grades 6, 7, and 8, and advanced proficiency on at least one section of the most recent state exam. The recipients for the Presidential Academic Fitness Awards are as follows, and again, please stand at your seats. Amy Albert, Jacqueline Benoit, Zachary Bissell, David Vonifachuk, Jessica Borzilleri, Matthew Breckus, Stephen Brown, Enrique Carrion, Stephen Casella, Aaron Cavan, Minhyun Chung, Go Eun Chung, Daniel Coban, Deanna Colarusso, Victoria Dahlia, James Donahue, Melissa Fischera, Jack Gallagher, Eula Go, Emily Goddard, Amanda Gonzalez, Stephen Griffel, Lisa Grover, Thomas Gruder, Sierra Grisbowski, Miwa Haraguchi, Emil Sue, Mark Wang, Margaret Hylas, Jacqueline Kahn, Lauren Kahn, Akane Kambe, Jennifer Kim, Jimin Kim, Kenny Lee, Michelle Lee, Stephanie Lurch, Marissa Manzi, Thomas Maloro, John Murkowski, Adam Milano, Daniel Mundo, Cherry Park, Jeffrey Pauls, Tim Paulson, give me time here, I'm going, Haley Rosa, Zachary Rossnash, Patrick Routh, Alexandra Russell, Nicole Sarubi, Henry Tyvenin, Shelley Tong, Emily Tregellis, David Tremenis, Michael Ursioli, Daniel Whittam, Mayor Yagyev, Jimmy Zhang.
As we leave this pivotal chapter in our lives behind, we must be reminded of all the things we've learned here at Brookside. Not only have we learned from our teachers in the classroom, we've learned from our friends who have guided us through the relationships we've built, we've learned from our families, and we've learned much about ourselves. We've grown from being young children in grammar school to being ready to enter high school as young adults. We must take with us all that the last 5 years has given us. Together, we have learned to live life, and I will always be grateful for every one of my peers for all that we have experienced together. I can hardly believe that this was our last year at Brookside. It feels like just yesterday we walked into our 4th grade classrooms and hung up our bags in our cubbies. Then 5th grade, we were privileged with our first lockers. In 6th grade, we moved upstairs and began changing classes. 7th grade, we were almost there, our big 8th grade year. And now that graduation is finally here, I often find myself thinking back to 4th grade and remembering when we seldom had to worry about homework and hardly even knew what high school was. Time has shaped us all. With the support of the administration, the teachers, and our friends here at Brookside, we've grown into the people you see before you on the stage today. Over the years, we've learned how to accept responsibility, work with and value the people around us, and most importantly, how to understand and appreciate ourselves. When we walk out these doors tonight, we will be leaving our Brookside family that we've grown to love so much. We will finally begin to embrace the people who we will become in the future. This small school has provided the immense building blocks that will serve for us for the rest of our lives. Next year in high school, we'll all find different paths to guide us. Whichever path you choose, always remember your years at Brookside.
Webster's dictionary defines graduation as, you know what, I'm not going to bore you like that. Let me tell you what the past 2 that said. Looking back at our time at Brookside, we remember the smiles, the laughs, the moments with our friends. Friendship is one of the most important things to this grade. Just spend a day with us and you'll see. You'll see that despite changes and anything that comes along the way, we just look around and see the people who help pull us through. One way or another, we'll lend a hand and give a smile, knowing everything's going to be all right. If you ask us about 8th grade, we have a lot to tell you. From Mr. Bednar's jokes that everyone loves, to factoring polynomials in Mrs. Impul's class. And we remember learning all the verb tenses in Mrs. Gilbert's Spanish class to deciding what book to read next in language arts with Mrs. Chaffee. From studying the Holocaust with Mrs. Trupia to just debating current issues in Mr. Goodman's PBL class. We can say we've been through it all.